When did we lose our ever-loving minds as a country? I know some people won't say it's 50% of the country, but it damn sure feels like 50% of the country is on the wrong side of sovereignty. We see people on a daily basis right now protesting everything that America has stood for 250 years. And they're actively protesting for people that shouldn't be here, for people that snuck into our country, for people that got into our country illegally through deceptive means. They were probably sent here by certain organizations. I would say the NGOs. I would say the World Economic Forum. I would say the UN. I would say NATO. I think this was an active invasion. And we have a vast majority of our country that is protesting in support of these criminal migrants. And at the same time, we have another side of the world. You have Iran, where they are actually protesting for their freedom, for their sovereignty, for their liberty. You know, everything that our country was founded on. And now they want some Western culture. I think they want their pride parades. They want all the stuff that we have. But when is enough enough? I did a live stream this morning. And there was a couple of people in there that are trying to convince me that I should care more about what's happening in Iran than what's happening here in my country. Good luck. You are never going to convince me of that. Never. You will never convince me that I should care more about another country than my own. And you can do all you want. You can say, oh, it's a debate. And somebody even brought up the fact that, are you a real Christian if you don't care about the Christians? Are you starting to realize that these are the same plays out of the Playo book that these neocons have used for years? It's always think of the children. Now they've moved on to think of the Christians. Do you think people like Lindsey Graham have ever given a crap about Christians? Do you think some of these other neocons have ever given a damn about anyone that's a Christian? But it is like the script has been flipped. When you have people in our country protesting for people that shouldn't be here, dangerous criminals, and then you have other people that come into the conversation that I'm supposed to care more about people in Iran than I'm supposed to care about the people in my own damn country? Nice try, asshole. Nice try. It's not working. Now, I'll say this. Iran has some problems. I wish them the best. But why do we have to be the ones to fix it? Why? Why do we have to be the ones to fix the problems in Ukraine? Why? Why do we have to be the ones to fix all of the problems all around the world? It's all on America. It's all on Trump. It's all on our level of sovereignty, right? It's all us. It's us or no one else. And I'm just going to say, man, it ain't happening. Some clown called in on my live stream this morning and tried to convince me of this. And I just asked a couple of quick questions. I was like, how old are you? Oh, he's 48. I said, have you ever served in the military? No. Asked him if he ever had a passport. No. I said, well, you know what? I'll pay for your passport and your one-way ticket to Tehran, and you go fight for the freedom in Iran. Right? And then I also asked him, I was like, well, why aren't you worried about the freedom and the protests happening around the country? He's like, well, think of the Christians. Well, we have Christians in our own country that are suffering, that are having their businesses destroyed. We have Christians in our country that are law enforcement officers that are being attacked. And it just went silent. The guy had no answer. And that's the question I'm asking you guys. Why should I care more about the people in a country that on a daily basis chant death to America, but now suddenly I'm supposed to care because they're protesting against their horrible, evil regime? Come on, man. It ain't gonna work. This playbook doesn't work, Lindsey Graham. This playbook doesn't work. And I'm almost at the point where I think what's happening in Iran is going to be pushed as a distraction away from the problems we have here. And it'll be sold as, think of the children, think of the Christians, we need help, so we help them, and then we bring in, wait for it, refugees. That's how Minnesota got where it's at now. If you go back to about 1980, 1981, when they had a revolution down there in Mogadishu, the really nice vacation spot. I hear it's the country of brotherly love. Isn't that right, Ilhan? Right? But that's how we got there, is refugees. As soon as we go and help another country, we have to take care of the refugees, right? They've been displaced. I've got to take a picture of all these damn buzzards up here. There's like 200 buzzards. It's almost like they found Ilhan Omar's deodorant or something. Check this out. I don't know if you can see this. I'll put it up. Let me grab this. Fred, stop. Here. Let me grab this. These buzzards are everywhere, man. See here. There we go. All right. I'm going to get a picture of all these buzzards. There's like hundreds of them. It's like a Somalian daycare or something over here. I don't know what this is. It's kind of disgusting, but you've got to see it. There's hundreds of them. They're just waiting for a free meal, like refugees. Let me see if I can pick this up here. Here we go. You got to see this. This is disgusting. I don't know what they're waiting on, but damn, there's hundreds of them. Look at that. Wow. Okay, cool. Man, but leave a comment down below. This is just I'm just out for a walk before it snows with my dog. Why should I care more? Why should you care more? Who's going to convince you to care more about the people in Iran than the people here in my own country? It's going to take a damn good argument. And I want some facts. And I want some real questions. But the Democrat Party is about to flip. They're going to try to pressure President Trump into helping Iran, because I believe it will take some of the attention off of Minneapolis and the mini Mogadishu that they've got going on up there. That's what I think this is. I've never been a big fan of just that term, oh, it's all a distraction. But holy crap, this is a perfectly timed distraction. I mean, it couldn't get any more perfectly timed. I don't know what's going to happen. I wish the people of Iran the best. But you might need to take care of your own problems for a while. We got more of our own problems here. I want the president, I want the Department of Justice, I want our law enforcement to take care of America first. And I don't really care who hears that, who sees that. But last time I checked, what they chant in Iran has never been really healthy for the American military, American soldiers. Iran is not a good country. They haven't been for years. They've allowed their own problems to happen. Maybe it's time for them to take care of their own problems for a while. I don't see anybody else running to their aid. I don't see England getting involved. I don't see France getting involved. They're too busy in Ukraine. I don't see, Poland, Italy, Turkey. I don't see any of those other countries running to the aid of Iran, right? Ayatollah Khomeini, not a nice guy. Not a nice guy at all. But at the same time, we got a lot of people in our country that aren't nice people, that are doing horrible things to Americans here on our own soil. You want to help Iran? Why don't you get Congress to cut off the $50 million a week to the Taliban? That would help Iran. For all of you trying to convince me to help Iran, why don't you suit up? Why don't you suit up and go over there, right? Why don't you check out 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8, and then tell me where charity begins. See you in the next one.